Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are back. Let me fix the chat really quickly. Type in the chat. Let me see how it looks on the screen. Why is it not? Oh, I need to make it show up. 1 second. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. All right, let's fix this. It's not bad. A little bit big though. How do I? I think that looks good. All right, we are back. Got a new overlay. It's the final trading week of the year. Heading into 2022. A lot going on. What's up? Nerve, Mr. 90210, Neutron, Lintaglen, Eric, Maxime, Medi, Plebere, Austin, me Tenderfoot. How's everybody doing? That was, I don't know. What's going on with my stream? Whoa. We are having issues right now. All right, let's see. Why is this happening? Can you all hear me? Like, well, what is going on? Pixelated. Let me try something. Is it better now? Still a little bit blurry. Let's try this. All right, hopefully that's better. Clear now. Better. Yeah, the fireworks background's a little bit to handle. All right, I think we look good now. Can we get the stream started? Audio's good. All right, we're good. Let's get started. If it starts lagging or something, let me know in the chat. We're gonna get started with Bitcoin. Made a nice move up to 52K. Ethereum, we're gonna be talking about. FTM USD, we're gonna be talking about. After that, we're gonna be talking about the overall market. Futures are a little bit red right now, but not too much. Huge day for the market today. A lot of strength. If you've been watching the stream for the past couple of weeks, you were prepared for what's been happening the last few days in the market. We're gonna talk about AMD, NVIDIA, a bunch of others. So. All right, we're still having issues, so I'm gonna try and do something. We're gonna see if this works. Let's see if this works better. It might have just been that overlay. See if it starts clearing up now. I think it was that overlay, which kind of sucks. So I spent a whole entire hour and a half setting all that up earlier. Let's make that a little bit smaller. There we go. All right, so we should probably just be back to normal at this point. I just went back to the old overlay. So I'm gonna have to figure all that out. That really does suck. I spent a lot of time working on the fireworks. Well, I didn't make it, but setting everything up. So yeah, I mean, we shouldn't have any problems now. I reset everything. So let's get started with Bitcoin. Bitcoin went all the way up to 52K at one point today, and then it pulled back about 4%, just under 50K right now. Obviously, on the 4-hour, we were talking about how beautiful all of this looked on Bitcoin. We had this cup and handle, we had this falling wedge. It broke out of the handle and the wedge at the same time on this candle. And then look at how perfect this move was. So it made the break, the hook, and then it made a go. So break, hook, and go formation, you had a back test of your breakout. Not really like a candle pattern, break, hook, and go, but just in terms of the movement. Made a nice move, and then you ended up topping out. Went up to 52K, and you've just been selling off ever since on Bitcoin, unfortunately. So I'd say like 52K has really just become your new resistance. And in terms of support, I mean, we're actually retesting this, the same area we bounced off the last time, it's neckline. So, you know, for me personally, I'd like to see Bitcoin bounce like right here. That could send it back up to test 52K. If not, then maybe some support around 48K on the 4-hour chart. On the daily, really nothing has changed. You kind of broke out of this wedge and you're just kind of consolidating. So daily kind of looks fine to me still. No bearish divergence or anything. So just really the 4-hour messing around a little bit right now. On Ethereum, this swing went all the way back up. It tapped the entry and then now it's pulled back a few percent. Now it's retesting 39.61, but as support instead of resistance. So it was a resistance here, a support here, resistance here, and now it's support again. So hopefully you can just hold 39.61 on Ethereum, close your candles above that. That would be great. Let's talk about FTM USD. Obviously, we have the free trading movement, which is not affiliated with this coin in any capacity. But obviously, it's funny that we have the FTM and then there's an FTM coin. And we were talking about this coin last week, right over here where that white circle is. I told you all that, you know, hit the PCZ of a bullish bat, double bottom just over the 200-day moving average with hidden bullish divergence right above this support at 112. And yeah, over the past 4 or 5 days, this stock has went up, not stock, this crypto has went up 50%. Actually, at one point it was up like 75%. When I looked at it earlier, it was up about 50%, still is. So all you have to do is watch the stream and you got the heads up on this. I don't even think I put this on Twitter or in Discord. I just looked at it on stream and I looked at it for like 2 or 3 nights. And this is what happens. This is technical. This is technical analysis. You have multiple variables at the same time. You have double bottom confirmation at a very historical area. I mean, it made all the sense in the world. I don't know if there was a catalyst, but regardless whether there was a catalyst or not, you know, it's a crypto. The technicals indicated it prior to any sort of catalyst, but very, very nice move. Yeah, even went up to this final resistance I charted. This was not charted today. I charted this last week. So pretty much, you know, went up to 249, 250, and my resistance was 253. Pretty much went there. Like, could have been a trade setup. I just don't like putting out trade setups on coins that are not on Coinbase. Yeah, that's crypto for tonight. Where's the vibes? Where's the vibes? Come on. I don't know. I feel like the last few days just been so quiet, and the Discord's quiet, the stream's quiet. Like I'm the only one enjoying the price action lately. I might just be going crazy. It is what it is, I guess. So let's talk about the overall market. After that, I have a lot of other stocks to talk about, obviously. Who remembers this? This was on December 20th. Literally this day right over here, the day. Yeah, pretty much this day. I showed you all how I was looking at everything, and all of these bullish variables played out. We talked about the volume, the Bollinger Bands, the bullish PM bar obviously over here, the fact that you have to fill that gap. Like, it was just so beautiful from a technical standpoint. You all know how I was looking at everything. And then also another way to view it is how I also shared this last few weeks on stream, the right angle descending broadening wedge, the bullish pattern. You had a partial decline right over here, and boom, you had a 70% chance of a breakout today. You got your breakout and you went much, much higher. I even played some SPY calls. I got them like probably around over here, and I sold them probably over here, but Had a nice little day trade on SPY calls today. Just a lot of strength. Now you also have a very clear area of support, which was your previous resistance to all-time high. So let me move this line up to right over. We could look at this as 470. That's a big level. You could see this more than a few days where you topped out at this level, or just this actual previous all-time high. So you can get those charted. So now you have support. You broke above a resistance, and that is now your support just below you, which is very, very nice. You want that as a trader, okay? So there's your all-time high breakout. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If we're going to be looking at this right angle descending broadening wedge, your measured move takes you up to about 49.30 on the S&P 500. All right. If you want to look at fibs, we're going to use this one. Your 1272 is 478.6 on the SPY, and then 486 on the SPY. Okay. We have now had, this was technically a red day, so 1, 2, 3, 4 green days in a row for the S&P 500. Let's see where the last time it did that. Looks like you had more than 4 green days over here. You had like 5 or 6 here. So yeah, just a lot of strength in the overall market right now. Again, like these are the things that we were talking about over here. You know, at this point, the move has already been happening. You know, what would I like to see? You know, maybe you get a little bit more of short-term price action going up because of how big that breakout is. But I would like to eventually see a back test of that resistance and flip it into support. Whether we do that tomorrow or whether we do it in a week, I would really like to see that prior resistance flip into a support and hold. That would show me that we are now entering a new phase for at least the S&P 500. And yeah, it's beautiful. Really, really is beautiful. I mean, these are good times right now. And just literally like every single day, it's been gap up and then go up until the close. Gap up and then go up until the close for like 4 days, 3 or 4 days in a row. It's been amazing. So that's really it for the S&P 500. You just want to hold above that blue zone at this point. If you don't hold it, then 467, you got a gap fill, maybe you hold that. Moving on to the ARK ETF, we talked about the double bottom, the dragon pattern, the 4-hour descending broadening wedge, like all these things we talked about for the past 2 weeks. You broke out of it, and now what you're trying to do is retest your low from May and hold it as a support. So I was able to hold it today pretty well. Hopefully it can continue to hold that tomorrow and close above $97. If it can keep holding above 97 and closing above 97, that could take you up to test maybe 103. 103 to 106, that's kind of the resistance range that I'm viewing. Okay, so that's really it for the ARK ETF. I mean, it broke out. I think it could keep going higher. Hopefully it can. We'll move on to the Russell 2000, which there you go. We talked about the lower low, the bullish pin bar, the high volume, the MACD crossover, and it's played out beautifully. We also talked about when it broke out of the descending broadening wedge, and I said 222 was your first resistance. You hit that, you broke it. And then today, after I said 222, I said 224, I believe, because it was your 200-day moving average, and you pretty much closed at that. So tomorrow and in the next couple of days, you do have a little bit of a resistance here for small caps. Really, this whole entire area is kind of your resistance. This would be really the neckline of like a double bottom kind of. And then also your last resistance until this gap fill at 228. So do have a little bit of resistance here. I'm going to be completely honest. Just this whole entire range in general, you have a bunch of resistance. So you have these two highs, so you have a gap fill over here, you have a previous resistance. So really 224 to like 234, that 10-point range for the IWM is a little bit choppy. What is going on with the stream? Come on. Having some technical difficulties right now. Should I try another overlay maybe? Let's try another overlay. Let's give it a shot. I'm loading a new overlay. And we'll see if this works. Give it a few seconds. We have one more overlay to try if this doesn't. If this doesn't work, I might not be able to stream tonight. Looks like we're clearing up now. And it's doing it again. Like, why? I didn't even really change my settings. Alright, let's try the last overlay we can. Oh. Okay, let's see if this works before I put on my camera. What's going on? We'll give it like 30 seconds. This has really never happened before. It definitely has to be because I made that new overlay with the fireworks. I don't know why. Alright, so it looks like we're clearing up here. I'm going to try and turn on my camera now. And hopefully we'll be good to go for the rest of the stream. Alright, let's give it a shot. What's going on here? There we go. Okay, are we good? It really doesn't have anything to do with the Mac. I mean, I guess other computers will be able to run it, but it was just because I made that new overlay. Because this really never happens until I made that new overlay today, so that kind of messed up my settings. So looks like we're good, I hope. All right, let's get going. So I was talking about how the Russell 2000 has a bit of resistance here now. You know, you had a really nice double bottom, lower low double bottom, pin bar, bounce off support. We had all that good stuff. We have to remember, we're now up about 7% in exactly a week. That's a pretty big move for the Russell 2000. So you do have some resistance, you know, and you could eventually go up to, I hope you fill this gap at 228. But we'll see how strong. We're really about to see how strong it is over the next few weeks. Really, I mean, if you could get all the way back up through these resistances, that would be great. But it might take you some time. So that's the Russell 2000. Looks like I'm getting blurry again. Yeah, pixelated. Trying to think of like how I could fix it. Like, everything is good on my end. So I don't know. Which pixel is the chart? I might restart the stream. See if that works. Yeah, I'm gonna restart the stream. I'll be right back. Let me do a internet test first. Let's make sure it's not that. It's like now it's clear again, so I don't know. Maybe we just kind of live with it for tonight. Oh, what is going on with the internet? It's the internet. Wow. Yeah, so it's not a Mac or a Streamlabs thing. Shoot. Yeah, I'll try and show you. I might just go restart my Wi-Fi and then go live again. That should probably do it. Oh, whoa, why did it turn gray? Can you hear me right now? Yeah, so let me show this to all of you and make sure I'm not leaking my IP. Hopefully that doesn't leak my IP. I don't even know if you can see this, but so usually, there we go. Hopefully, all right, if you can't see it, my ping is 18, which is okay, but my download is 10, which it's usually like 150 to 200, and then my upload is 12, and it's usually like 35. So yeah, it looks like something's up with my Wi-Fi. I mean, it's snowing outside, but we're clear again, so I don't even know what to do. Maybe we turn this into a radio show or something. All right, if it goes blurry one more time, I'm going to restart the stream. If it works now, it works now. No, it's 100% the internet, because those are not my numbers. So I don't know if it's maybe when I'm moving my chart that makes it blurry or something. Let's see if it gets blurry again. Also, there's a big delay, so it's hard for me to wait and see if it's working or not. All right, so let's keep going. We just talked about the SPY, the ARC, the Russell 2000. Now let's talk about the QQQ, which I'm also pretty much viewing as a right angle descending broadening wedge, with this being the partial decline. And I'm kind of just ignoring this fake out because the majority of the resistance was around 400 on the QQQ since the beginning of November. So I also view this as a breakout today. And then next level I'm watching for the QQQ is 408.65. I mean, across the board, we're getting major breakouts after getting major bullish signals. Literally, go watch my stream from December 20th. That was last Monday, exactly a week ago. Go watch my stream and go see how crazy I was that stream, talking about how bullish everything looked to me. And this is what happened just 4 or 5 days later. So that's really it for the market. The US 10-year, just testing the 200-day moving average. The VIX, nice lowest close on the VIX since like I think November 18th maybe, which is good to see. It did fill a gap on the 1 hour today, right over here, and then it ended up going lower. So you've got that. The Hang Seng Index is down about 0.5%, still in the down sloping channel. A little bit of classic bullish divergence though. We'll see if it plays out over the next couple of weeks. And gold, it's going higher. Maybe 1833 could be next. The dollar, still just walking along this demand line of the ascending triangle. And that's really it for right now. The Dow Jones, beautiful price action. Highest close since I think November 9th. Not much resistance, still previous all-time highs. Russell shares 2000 growth ETF doing well. Across the board, we're just kind of on autopilot mode for right now. Maybe we get some back tests. I know those lower time frames are probably starting to get overbought. But that's really it for right now on the market. So yeah, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You mentioned on Twitter this week will determine fate of many people. I'm curious what you're referring to. I'm pretty sure I didn't say that. And we're getting pixelated again. So I don't know. Do we go live? Do I restart the stream? We should at least try it, I guess. But IMEI repair, I didn't say that. I said something different. What did I say? I said the next few weeks could be life-changing for many people. The next few weeks could be life-changing for many people. I did not say this week will determine the fate of many people. That sounds a lot more like scary. No, I did not word it like that. So yeah, I put out a tweet. Next few weeks will be life-changing. Not going to explain it. If you watch the stream every single night, you understand. That's your explanation. But a lot of people have asked me about that tweet. What's up, Alfredo? Where are these bots coming from? No, IMEI repair. I wasn't trying to like, how do I put this? I wasn't trying to like offend you or anything. I was just trying to, make sure there wasn't any confusion. You did nothing wrong. Sorry if I came across the wrong way. That's probably the best way to word it. All right, so are we restart it, reboot my router? I feel like if I restart, it's gonna be like 5 people watching, and then I'm just gonna like end it again. So I don't know. I'm just gonna keep rolling with it. We're gonna hope it just, when it gets pixelated, it just doesn't do it for too long. We're just gonna hope. All right, so we just talked about the overall market, and now we'll start with the ongoing swings, and I'll kind of talk about some other stocks. So let's get started with MARA, which hit the first target. This was alerted last Thursday, and hit the first target today for a 14% gain. So yeah, confirmed hidden bullish divergence. It's just now testing this resistance at 39.50. It was above it for a little bit today and ended up closing just under it. Unfortunately, with Bitcoin doing what it did over the past 3 hours, this might, be down tomorrow unless Bitcoin recovers overnight. So I guess we'll see. But yeah, first target's already hit. Nice 14% gain. It's a non-premium swing. All you have to do is be in the Discord or follow me on Twitter, and you would have seen it. Next up, RIOT, unfortunately, did not make quite the move. It's a little bit harder for this one to hit its first target. It was a little bit more extended. But it's testing another important level, 26.18. The swing is up 7% since the entry. MACD is curling back towards green. Looks so far so good, but again, got to remember Bitcoin. We'll see what happens there. Fisker was down 1% today, but nice little rally up until towards the close. So not really a bad candle. Really nothing changed from a technical standpoint from last Thursday to today on Fisker. Your hidden bullish divergence is still developing. I redrew my wedge. The way I'm looking at it now is you're just still testing a supply line. And that's really it for Fisker. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Let's see what's next on the swings. Open is up maybe like 1% or something from the entry. Pulled back like 1% today. So yeah, it's up about 1% since the entry. And you just want to see it hold above 1367. That's really it. And obviously you start going up. It's just kind of spent the last 3 or 4 days going sideways. Upstart was up 8% today, broke out of this descending broadening wedge with now obviously confirmed classic bullish divergence. This swing is up 10% since the entry. There's not much resistance until the first target. So hopefully it gets here. That would be a 25% gain if it does. Just needs to go another 15% higher. But you just broke out today, so that's good. Unfortunately, you do have a gap to fill though at around 149. So hopefully, I don't know, it hits the first target first at least or something. So those are some of the swings. Palantir was flat today, still just going sideways. I want to see Palantir start holding above 19. It keeps closing like just under 19 or at 19. I want to see it start closing 1930, 1940, 1950. Take us through the 20th century or something. Come on. Yeah, maybe just needs volume. BYND was down 2% today. It's down like $1 or $2 from the entry. It's just still testing this little supply line if you really zoom in on the daily. Other than that, I mean, the larger picture, like nothing has changed at all. I mean, this is a weekly chart I'm keeping an eye on here. Classic bullish divergence still developing. This could take months. It really could. This harmonic started during the COVID crash. So in a few months, it'll be a 2-year long pattern. GameStop was down a couple percent today. This is back down towards the entry. Second day, it did a similar thing on Thursday. On Thursday, it sold off in the morning, then it rallied into the close. The same thing happened today. MACD is still going back towards green, thankfully. So hopefully this can just start, I don't know, putting in a higher low and start going. Zoom. Also pulling back after that double bottom. Hopefully this can just hold above 176. It's still up 4% since the entry. I might have to mark it as a break even on the sheet if it retests the entry though, because I believe this was up 10% at one point. Yeah, I already put an alert there. So Zoom, let's go. Come on. Maybe on lower time frames it has a wedge or something. Yeah, kind of on the 4 hour. It's creating this wedge. Probably could chart it even better on the 1 hour. But something like this hopefully can break out of it tomorrow, the day after, whenever it is. And just hold above these 2 lows that I already put in. Why do you gotta even put in the third one? You already put in 2. Come on, Zoom. And the Wix pulled back a little bit today, but the swing's been doing very well. The Wix swing is up 12% since the entry. It's getting close to the supply line. Might see a little bit of resistance here. Just want to see it eventually break out. Even if it goes sideways for a little bit, that could be fine. SU was up 2% today, which is nice. Trades back in profit after being like 1% away from the stop, or 2% away. Confirmed hidden bullish divergence and breakout of the handle. Keep an eye on SU this week. Maybe next week as well. It might take some time, but I mean, you're set up. You just broke out of the handle. You just confirmed your hidden bullish divergence. Bullish engulfing candle today. Variables are really starting to line up. So yeah, 25.79 is your next resistance from this low in 2018. Hopefully you can break it eventually. But so far, very nice day for SCU. And then finally, VLO, it's its first day closing above the 200-day moving average since November 17th, which was the day before it broke it. Also, this trade's in the most profit at the close since it was alerted. It's taken a long time, but still looks like you've got that potential inverse head and shoulders. If you really zoom in, you could also just look at these two lows as a double bottom. Bullish engulfing candle today. I mean, are you all looking at the charts that I am? I mean, we're still seeing a lot of really good looking variables on a lot of these charts. And we already have a handful of swings up over 10%. So really nice stuff. Hopefully they can all keep going. That's your ongoing swings update. Now let's talk about some other stocks. Let's get started with Tesla. Last week on stream, I did a stream where I was revealing 4 different stocks I was potentially looking at entering myself. And I shared call options for all of them on stream, like the actual call options I was watching. So those stocks were, one of them was Lucid. Lucid's really, went down like a couple percent, so that really hasn't worked out. But the other 3 really have. So Tesla, when I shared it on stream that one of the nights last week, the calls I was watching were $1,000 per contract. The calls today at the high were $9,000 per contract. So potential profit of 800% if you just watch that stream. So your hidden bullish divergence is now confirmed. On the 4-hour, you're actually testing a breakout of this downsloping channel. But again, where this green arrow is where I was talking about it nonstop. You had the classic bullish divergence on the 4-hour, the quadruple classic bullish divergence on the 1-hour, the gap fill, the demand line, the daily lower Bollinger Band, the daily falling wedge apex, the daily hidden bullish divergence, which just confirmed today. Like, again, the times where everybody needs to be focusing is over here, which is why I was like going crazy looking at stuff like this. And if you listened, well, you could be up a lot right now. So that's the first one, Tesla. Another one is AMD. That's another one I brought up last week on stream. And I was looking at the 145 calls for this Friday. Those calls went from $200 a contract to $800 a contract at the high today, which is a 300% profit potentially. Who remembers this? The 1-hour inverse head and shoulders, hidden bullish divergence, wedge, back test of a support. Like, look how technical this is. All right, we're just looking at money. We're viewing money right now. And that's what most people just don't understand. And it's not a certainty, but it's just high probability setups, one after another, after another, after another. Like, that's AMD. Even broke the neckline, back tested the neckline and this resistance. Like, every single thing I see on this chart is so technical that it just makes me so happy. Like, to see how all of this played out, like, this was technical, this was technical. Even look, the break hook and then your GOEV on a high volume major green candle. Like, you just can't make this stuff up, you just can't make this stuff up. So potential profit of 300% on AMD. And then there was also GGPI, which, all right, so the calls when I shared them were $38 a contract the night of, when I was saying I was looking at those calls. They were the 12.5 calls for January 21st. And today their high was $50 a contract. So that's a 31% profit. But GGPI was actually up a lot more on the 22nd. I can't see the high of the day on the options on the 22nd. So they were definitely up more than 31% profit. They might have been up like 50, 60, 70% at this high. I just didn't see it then. But still, just talking about GGPI right now, still broke out of the wedge. You have nearly confirmed hidden bullish divergence on the daily. Still got to keep a close eye on it, but you did have a bearish engulfing candle today. And then obviously Lucid was another one. This is the only one out of the 4 that I brought up last week on stream that really hasn't done much. It really hasn't changed price. I believe it's like the same exact price, but it did dip down quite a bit today to retest that 35.66 support. But again, still keep an eye. I've been saying this for a while now. Keep an eye on Lucid, okay? Bullish engulfing candle, hidden bullish divergence still developing. It's across the supply line. You bounce off 35.66 yet again. Keep an eye on Lucid. I don't know how many times I can say all this stuff. Again, it's not a certainty that Lucid will go up, but it's yet another low risk, because you know where your support is. Low risk, potential, high reward opportunity, okay? You're much closer to your support than you are your major resistances, and you have a few bullish variables. I mean, even so, you can also now argue classic bullish divergence on the 1-hour chart due to it making a lower low today. So look at that. The fact that you made a lower low and it actually even went back up helps you out. And we're pixelating again, which is just great. So let's wait a minute or two for it to stop pixelating and I'll continue. Stand by, folks. We're having some technical difficulties. should be good to go in about 30 to 35 seconds. The screen might look like really bad right now, but it should get better shortly. Maybe another 15 seconds. Looks like we just went all gray. This is certainly bullish, okay? This is very bullish that the stream is lagging like this. It's a sign from the composite operator. He knows that I've been watching his trail too closely lately. Okay. There we go. Maybe a couple more seconds and we should be all good. All right. You just gotta be patient sometimes. That's what life is all about. And we're back for probably a minute or two before pixelates again. So we'll continue. So we just talked about Tesla, AMD, GGPI. Now let's talk about NVIDIA. This was another one last week. We talked about this double bottom on the 1 hour. I talked about the falling wedge, the insane options flow, hidden bullish divergence. It just broke out of the wedge today, so it could keep going. But again, yet another one we were talking about last week. So there you go. I just recapped, like, you know, how 3 out of the 4 tickers I was telling you all I was watching very, very closely have all made very, very nice moves. I'm going to bring up a few more charts right now on stream. You might not be able to see them if it keeps pixelating. But it looks like we're okay for right now. Before I bring up like my new watch list or a few tickers from my new watch list, let's look at CLOV. All right, let's look at CLOV. Honestly, there's nothing for me to talk about today. All right, so that's it for CLOV. I'm just kidding. I mean, I'll just reiterate the same thing again, I guess. You're just going sideways on low volume. Let's see what the Bollinger Bands look like on the daily. Kind of in between the lower and the middle. Not much of any signal right now, unfortunately. On the 1 hour chart, you're kind of sitting at the demand line of this like a triangle pattern. For me on CLOV, and I say this for a lot of stocks that have large sell-offs, I just want to start seeing it showing some sort of life. Higher lows, higher highs, and volume. Okay? I mean, you can try to call the bottom and whatnot, and you know, hopefully this is at least near your bottom. But really, the main thing I think, not only myself, but 99% of people are looking for is just some sort of strength, because you really haven't seen any since the offering. So, do I believe CLOV will turn around at some point? Yes. Do I believe CLOV will be double digits again? Yes, I do. Do I know when? No. It could take a very long time. It could, if there's a really good catalyst, it could happen quickly. I just, you know, these are things I don't know, and until we get more data, there's just not much to talk about. So that's CLOV. Pfizer, I'm keeping an eye on this on Pfizer. Premium members know this. Hidden bullish divergence on the 1 hour. It's testing a breakout of this 1 hour triangle. I think it was down a little bit after hours though. So I'm watching Pfizer even close the day with the 1 hour, almost a 1 hour bullish engulfing candle. Nice little lower wick there on the second to last 1 hour candle. So I'm right now I'm talking about a few more stocks I'm keeping a close eye on. So Pfizer is one of them. Let's see what else I could talk about tonight. Let's talk about Macy's first. So on Macy's, you've got close to a bullish shark here. Already hit the 886 pretty much. Kind of back tested this resistance, bounced off of it, broke a supply line, hidden bullish divergence is developing. Not much resistance above you. You kind of actually retested a major level. So you see that 23 level it just bounced off of right over here. That was resistance over here like I showed you. It was resistance here. It was support here in 2019. Support here in 2018. That might be about it. Anything? Oh, it was support in 2011. Support in resistance in 2008. You could see how big of a level 23 is for Macy's. It's pretty clear. I mean, it dates back all the way to like over here. It was resistance before I was born in 2001, resistance in 98. Like, look at 23. Macy's holding 23 could be huge, okay? Could be huge if it can hold this. And you have massive hidden bullish divergence. Look how large that island is. Okay, so that's Macy's. That's the first one. We're pixelating a bit here. Another one is Splunk. I don't know if you can even see the chart, but another one that's close to bullish shark pretty much. And then 107 is where it bounced at, which is a low from September of 2019, June of 2019. So that's another one with those are pretty much two bullish sharks bouncing around supports. And that's pretty much going to be what I share for tonight. If you're a premium member, I think I sent, let's see, like 11 tickers today in the watch list channel. So I forgot to do them yesterday, so I sent them today. Let me read the chat for a second. Hit the like button if you didn't already. I'm gonna be honest, it's been a little bit rough streaming lately. It's just one thing after the other to deal with. But I appreciate all of you who are sticking through everything. So Champ, you seem to, so Maxime says, Champ, you seem to favor the growth stocks for the most part. As we go into next year, as we go into a QT economy, will you focus more on defensive stocks or consumer staples? I still think a lot of mid-cap growth stocks are set to rally. I still think a lot of these names, I don't want to name specific ones because there's going to be weird people saying, oh, you said 7 months ago that this was going to rally and it didn't. But I don't want to, say specific tickers, but you get the point. There's a large group of mid-cap growth stocks that topped out in either February or June that are down 70, 80, 90% from their highs. And I don't think that's justified. And to be honest, a lot of their highs in February and June were not justifiable either. But these lows are, in my opinion, definitely not justifiable, and I don't think they're going to hold. So are all of them going to go up? No, I think there were also a lot that were part of a bubble. We talked about that bubble and speculative names back then. So I still think a lot of these mid caps are set to rebound. And you already have seen a decent amount of them, at least starting to. I think we'll at least have, again, this is all me thinking. I don't know anything. I'm just thinking. At least a good month of price action for a lot of these names. So that's how I'm feeling. However, looking at the QQQ and the NASDAQ, even the large cap tech index looks good to me as well. The SPY just broke out. Like, I don't really see anything that's like bearish in the market currently, except for the fact that we're overbought on a lot of low time frames, which could lead to some shorter term pullbacks. But again, you have so much strength, it's just like it could kind of even out. But we've gone through a lot in the past couple of months, a lot of volatility, a lot of ups and downs, and I don't know. That's just kind of how it's been. I'm joining your Discord today. Better to join today or wait for 1st January. So if you're just talking about the Discord, it's free. The link is in the description. If you want to join the premium Discord, you can join any day. I actually got asked that same exact question today from somebody else. I know there's a lot of other people who have like Patreons, and I think on Patreon most of the time, like you have to sign up on like the 1st if you want to get like the most out of the month. The platform I use, which is called Memberful, you could sign up any day of the month, and if you sign up for monthly, you'll have exactly a month of premium. If you sign up for annual, you're gonna have exactly a year of premium on whatever date you signed up. So it'll tell you your expiration date when you sign up. So you can sign up anytime you want. And if you do want to sign up for annual tonight, I actually extended the coupon code because I had a couple more people ask. I'm gonna definitely remove it tomorrow in the morning. So tonight is the final night if you want this deal. I'll bring it up really quickly. I gotta find it on Twitter. But yeah, a few people asked me, and then also I wasn't live, for 4 days. So if I'm sure there's some people that don't follow me on Twitter and that are not in the Discord, they didn't even know about it. So I want to make sure everybody got an opportunity, because you're not getting this opportunity for a long time. I don't want to say ever again, but definitely for months. So I don't even know if the stream will show this, but this is pretty much what it is. If you use code holidays, and again, this is only for annual, it's not for monthly. The price, if you were to sign up for monthly and just pay the monthly fee every single month of the year, that would cost you $425 for a year. However, you already, without this coupon code, if you sign up for annual, you get a 23% discount, which is $325 for the year. However, with code holidays, and again, this is the last night that you can do this. The slots are almost full because I only put a limited amount of slots for this coupon code. You can get it for $280. Okay, so having monthly for a year would cost you $425, but if you use the coupon code holidays. So now you can get a year for $280, which is a 34% discount. Okay, so you're pretty much getting an extra free month compared to monthly for a year, since it's $45 cheaper than normal pricing, and you're going to be grandfathered in at this rate. So if it becomes $700 for annual in a year or two, you're still going to be paying $280. So yeah, this was supposed to end yesterday. Then I had a few people in the morning ask me about it, so I extended it till today. But the timing goes by UTC, so which means I had to extend it until tomorrow. But basically, when I wake up tomorrow, at some point in the morning, this is going to be gone. So don't ask me again tomorrow. I had 4 or 5 people ask me this morning. I can't do it again tomorrow. I said it was going to end on Sunday. Now it's ending on Tuesday morning. So this is it. And the prices for premium overall will be raising. So that $325, which is the normal price of annual, this will be raising at the end of January. That should not be a surprise to anybody. I've said for the last 4, 5, 6 months that every other month I'm going to be raising the prices until we get to a more, general price. I think for the last, since March is when I started premium, nobody else has, I see a lot of these other groups, nobody's done $30, $35 a month for swings, options, weekly watch lists, and an automatic trading bot. I haven't seen it for that pricing. So, slowly just walking up the price to give everybody an opportunity to get grandfathered in at lower prices. And then I'm sure, over the years, I'm not going to just keep raising it every single month. There's going to be some sort of price that I stop at. But for the time being, still raising it. January is probably not going to be the last price raise. Maybe, so February I won't raise. Maybe March might be the last price raise, at least for a while. I don't know. But nobody can say I haven't given opportunities, because I've had a sale like also every other month of this year, and major sales, like we're talking 34% off. So I've tried my best, and even still at the current pricing, I don't see anybody else with what I have. And that's not me trying to have an ego. I'm not the best trader in the world. There are people better than me at trading, but I do believe that nobody else works harder than me, at least when we're talking about my craft. I'm sure a lot of you work harder than me with whatever you do. But when it comes to my craft, I make sure that I can't let anybody work harder than me. All right, so that link's in the description. It's code holidays. When you go to annual, it's going to say add coupon at the top. Put in holidays, and that's that. All the other links are in the description. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. So hopefully that answers all of your questions. And yeah, let's do some take requests. We got 28 people in here now. The stream's a little bit more clear. Feeling good. Is there a way to gift someone a month of premium? There actually is a way to do that, and I don't have it enabled. You actually are the first person to ever ask me that. I don't want to enable it because I feel like people might get confused and accidentally do the gift instead of actually buying it for themselves. Nerve, if you want to do that, just DM me and we can set it up. But yeah, I don't see why not. We're just gonna have to do it manually. So DM me. If you want to do it for $280 tonight, you have to DM me tonight. If you are fine with the normal pricing, just DM me whenever. But hope you're doing well, Nerve. Nerve is definitely probably one of the most frequent chatters of all time in the stream. We got a stream legend in the chat tonight. So futures still relatively flat, a little bit red. Bitcoin is now at 49.7K. Let's look at a few stocks before I get out of here. Hopefully tomorrow night, I'll work on it. Hopefully there's not going to be any lag tomorrow night. I was trying to, today was this whole entire week technically is a surprise because I wasn't originally going to be streaming this week, but I'm streaming until Thursday. So you couldn't get rid of me, everybody. But yeah, I really wanted to stream tonight with the new overlay, with the fireworks and everything. And I don't know if it's because I made that new overlay or if it's because my Wi-Fi speed is horrible right now. But unfortunately, it is what it is. All right, so let's get started with KMPH, BYND. We already looked at BYND. It's going to be in the timestamps. Not much has changed since the entry of the swing. Tattooed Chef, DQ. I always think that DQ is Dairy Queen, but it's Daco New Energy. PROG, I haven't looked at that in a while. GOEV, which is Canoe. Yeah. Also, I forgot to even mention this. Should I even bring it up? I should. I just don't want to. I gotta kind of probably open it in another tab. It's the best way to do this. I'm not going to open it up, but I actually made a new overlay as well for the tip page and the merch page. So if you want to ever get merch, that link's in the description, and I put a new overlay on that page as well. I've had the same exact merch / tip page for like 6 or 7 months, so I finally changed that today. All right, KMPH. You have some classic bullish divergence currently playing out. It already confirmed it's already playing out. It got you above this 873 level, which is very important. You want to hold 873 on KMPH. It's the support from August 13th to August 12th until you had a nice 23% move off of it. You just double bottomed, you broke the neckline, you're above it. Your next resistance is like 990 on KMPH. And yeah, those are pretty much all your levels. You've already done the hard work for the most part. It is a little bit late now, you know, just talking from a technical standpoint, but it could keep going higher. We'll see. You just want to hold those supports. Tattooed Chef rejected the supply line. It's just still in this sideways range. Hopefully it eventually can break that yellow supply line and go higher. And I'm pixelating again. All right, well, we are having technical difficulties yet again. Probably gonna need like 30 seconds for it to clear up and we will be good. Are we good? I think it's better now. Oh, I don't know. It's going back and forth at this point. And I have to wait like an extra 20 seconds because it's delayed to even see if it's working. Maybe another 15-20 seconds. All right, are we clearing up now? I think we're good. All right, let's continue. Tattooed Chef, yeah, it's just this supply line. It's been a little bit tougher to break it. It's just still in the support zone between 15 and 1680-ish. So hopefully it can break that eventually. Dairy, I was gonna say Dairy Queen. Dayco New Energy Corp. It broke the supply line of this wedge. Now it's just back testing. You got a MACD crossover to green. You're still oversold in the RSI. I just want to see it hold above 33.71. That's the important level. Next resistance area I see is like the mid 40s. That's kind of the next resistance area I see. Let me wait a second to make sure it's not lagging again. I really do appreciate the 26 of you watching through all this pixelation. You guys are all, ladies and gentlemen, you are all the real ones. Because I don't even know if I'd watch a stream with all this pixelation. All right, so PROG, it broke under 208. It just broke under a very important support zone, and you don't have really that much support after it. So really at this point, you're hoping that this is some sort of a spring or a fake out and you could just reclaim it. If not, I mean, the next support I see is like 147 on the daily. So yeah, it's not great. You could even maybe turn this into a shark. Down at that exact support, at the 147 support, you have a bullish shark pretty much. So I don't know. I'm sure it's getting oversold on lower time frames. Maybe that could help you bounce short term, but on the daily it needs some work for right now. Down 10% today. I don't know if there's like a catalyst or anything. But yeah, you definitely would want to get back above that. If not, it could head lower. GOEV 813 is the big level I see here. It was resistance over here. It was even support over here, support over here. Now it's your support again. You just want to hold that. It's pixelating again. So yeah, GOV, you just want to hold 813, and then your resistance is 10 bucks. That's really it. And you have some hidden bullish divergence developing. I know you can't see it, but you can hear it. Okay. So I think we're just gonna call it there for tonight. You all have been through a lot watching this stream. I don't know, but yeah, I don't think there's any point of. We'll just come back tomorrow. I'll probably do ticket requests again. And hopefully it's not lagging. All right. So I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be live every day until Thursday night. And yeah, thank you for watching the stream. Reminder, this is your last chance to get premium at $280 for a year. It's your last chance. If you don't want it, you don't want it. That it is what it is. But you know, seriously, did not mean to do that. I just like dropped my what's this thing called? armrest. I already forgot what I was gonna say. I just, yeah, whatever I was gonna say is what I said. Hopefully that makes sense. Sale ends tonight. If you want to learn more about it, I'm not gonna sit here and talk about it. If you go to the sign up link, which is in the description at the top of the page, there's going to be an overview video or a sign up or some sort of a video. Watch that video. I explain everything there. But that's the easiest way to get hands-on access to what I'm doing day in and day out. All right. Not for everybody, but for some people. Have a good night.